Happy Hump Day. It's the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. And the mayhem right now is the heat. It is just so hot, and it's getting to some people. Manitoba schools doing the best they can to cope with the heat, but it is just not enough. How long is this gonna last? We've got the details coming up. Also, it's VCR Day today. We're talking old school movies. You still got some VCR tapes lying around, VHS tapes. It's also day one of our fair locally in town here. And we'll tell you what's on the menu today. It's Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. My air conditioner kicked in at 6:30 this morning. 6:30. And you can tell it's going to be another hot, humid, muggy day. It's so good to have you. I'm Tyler Glenn, and welcome to the Beach Bunker for a Hump Day Wednesday. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. It is great to see you, and I hope you're doing what you can to stay cool. We have not seen a June like this in a very, very long time. Unprecedented heat. The heat warning continues for southern Manitoba today. And two things weather-related. First, there is relief coming, and you're going to have a beautiful weekend. In fact, this could be the most perfect summer fair weekend I have seen in a quarter century. We're going to have temperatures slightly above normal, lots of sunshine, and it's going to be comfortable, but we're going to have huge lineups at the fair when that happens. But it's good news for the fair, because it's always... I've worn toques to more fairs than I've worn shorts, and I'm not kidding. We've worn toques, we've worn mitts. It can be awful at the summer fair, and you are in for a treat because that is going to coincide with this incredible heat kind of subsiding late Thursday into Friday, and it's going to feel great. So if you're planning a visit to the summer fair this weekend, prepare for big lineups because the weather literally is going to be ideal, and it doesn't happen that often. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you want to avoid the big lineups at the fair, maybe you want to do today. It's day one of the fair, and again, we'll take a look at the schedule. Reminder, fireworks tonight. That's especially important for your furry friends because depending on how close you are to the fireworks, it's one of our bigger displays through the year. Sometimes most times dogs don't like that, so you may want to take some precautions. Let's take a look outside and see how things are going this morning. Got some issues with that number 10 south camera this morning. Looks like it's all right. Everything is looking a little wet. We did get some rain overnight last night. Oh, there we go. Just a little late to the party. I think it's solar operated. And what are you doing watching Global News, Quentin? I thought I was your news source. He says they've screwed up and they've got a wind chill of minus 25. You got to take a screenshot. You got to take a picture of that. That's hilarious. Good morning to our friends in chat, Tasha and Polar Bear and Sharon and Quentin and Trev. And Kathleen and Tom Wenham is here again this morning. Nice to see you, misbehaving. And who else do we got here? Oh, my gosh, lots of conversations going on. Oh, there's Lindy and Cindy. And Nick, good to see you. And Paul, good morning, Paul. Nice to see you. Hope you're staying cool. And it's extra humid. We got an extra scoop of humidity today because of the rain that we got last night. So it's extra sticky. Good morning, Bernice. Nice to see you. I think I said good morning to Kathleen. Nice to have you along on a very sticky, muggy first day of the Manitoba Summer Fair. I do want to start, though, with some somber news, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure this is news yet. This appeared in my feed last night, and chances are you saw it. There is a GoFundMe page that has started for a young woman in my hometown who apparently was assaulted, and we have absolutely zero information on this. This is Candace Richardson. Teresa Greenwood posted this on her Facebook yesterday, and I mentioned this because I grew up in Erickson. I went to elementary school in Erickson and high school. I met Tracy in Erickson. Our kids were baptized in Erickson. We don't have many family members left there anymore because everybody kind of grew up and moved away. But most of my life, the young part of my life was spent in that town. And this is terribly disturbing. We're hoping that we get more information from RCMP later today, but this could be national news if this turns out to be factual. Now, as the story goes, Candace apparently suffered a vicious assault from someone who broke into her home while she slept. She's pregnant too. And apparently, this is alleged right now, that she had suffered stab wounds and like some very, very serious, terribly disturbing stuff. And so there is a GoFundMe page. It's already almost $14,000. I have posted this on my Facebook page. I'll post it on my website too. I don't know Candace. I think I know her family. It's one of those things where when you get so old, I might know her parents. But I do know the little restaurant that she had attempted to open up. We have a rec center in our town that's got 4 sheets of curling ice. And it was a great idea that this curling rink that had a beautiful, fully equipped kitchen was turned into a restaurant for the town. Because really, 6 months, 8 months of the year, it wasn't being used at all. And then curling season comes around, and then it gets used on weekends mainly, sometimes in the evening as people are curling. So the idea came to be that the town or somebody in the town would turn that restaurant into a full-time gig, and that's what they did. And Candace was part of that. Her and her fiancé, Scott. And again, she's expecting, we have no word on her condition this morning. She had to be airlifted to Winnipeg, is the report online this morning. Again, I can't confirm any of this because we don't have any reliable confirmation from RCMP. Obviously, there's going to be no confirmation from STARS until RCMP goes first. And I can only assume at this point that there is no threat to the public. And the RCMP feel that they have got this handled. And they're trying to get their ducks in a row before they release the details on this. But I can tell you that, rest assured, I am watching this like a hawk. And while I don't have many family in Erickson anymore, I still do have some friends up there, and they're keeping me in the loop. And right now, there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of, well, maybe this happened or that happened. And we got to get the facts. And we have got to make sure that we have accurate information regarding this, because this is so serious. And Misbehaving is right. Residents were told to have their doors locked. There was a big police presence in Erickson, so obviously something has happened there. But that's all we know, is big police presence. The police have said to local residents, please keep your doors locked. But don't send your kids to school or anything like that. Like, nothing like that. It's just like, please make sure your doors are locked. Okay, but I don't know. Again, if you can take a few moments, and if you do have a couple of dollars to help out Candace, I think that the family would certainly appreciate that. And as I said, as soon as I have more information on this, I'll be sure to pass it along. This is shocking to me. I did have a hard time sleeping because this came down about an hour before I went to bed last night. And I remember as kids, we used to talk about how safe the town was. And being a morbid kid, I would say and I liked horror movies and I liked scary stuff and crime stuff. And I'd say to my folks, has there ever been like a murder in our small town of like 600 people? And they could only recall one in like 100 years, and it was some firearm that someone was playing with went off mistakenly or something, and someone was unfortunately was killed. But other than that, like nothing. It's a sleepy little town. You've probably been to Erickson. If you haven't been to Erickson, it's on the way to Clear Lake, so you've driven past it. And the restaurant that Candace and Scott have is in the rec center that you drive by. It's the big building. You can see it from number 10 as you turn the corner and head on up to Clear Lake. So, Kathleen, that's awesome. Keep her and her baby in your prayers. And as soon as I have more information, I'll be sure to share it. And I'll share it on my social feed too, because chances are, should RCMP have any further details on this, they'll be doing it, I would assume, later this morning. They've really got to address this now because of this GoFundMe page. This thing went viral very, very quickly last night, and people have a lot of questions aside from, okay, really? That's all you're going to tell us? Lock our doors? Really? That's it? But I'm going to tell you, I personally think that they have got this, it appears, under control. I'm going to have faith in them. Maybe some would disagree with me, but I would think that if they're going to take that kind of approach to this, they obviously know what they're dealing with, and will have more to say later this morning. Just very, very sad. And part of me hopes this is a big mistake. Someone is just messing around. Wouldn't that, as infuriating as that would be, the story is just so sad and so shocking and could become such national news that you just think, oh, you know what? Someone was trying to, I don't know, you know, like that disbelief of just, this just can't be real. But anyway, Quentin just sent me, let's shift gears now. Quentin has that video's terrible, Quentin. I can't show it. But apparently somebody was naked on 18th Street yesterday. It's a very, very grainy video. So somebody took this with their cell phone, Quentin, sent it to Quentin, and it's very pixelated. I'd love to show it. Apparently somebody's walking down 18th Street without any clothes on. And why not? It's hot outside, right? As long as you've got the important parts covered, I guess. And I don't even know, what is the ticket if you went naked? Like, what would they ticket you with? Indecent exposure, I guess. But what is the fine in Manitoba for indecent exposure? Indecent exposure fine in Manitoba. So if you decide to go naked, criminal code, nudity. Okay. You could just had $5,000 fine. It's not bad. $69. Yeah, $69 up to $5,000. So somebody like Quentin, who goes to the gym all the time, is going to get fined $69 for walking naked in this heat. A guy like me who eats pierogies and bacon every day is going to get fined $5,000 because no one wants to see that. It's going to be, okay, listen, you're going to jail. And 2 years in prison for you, big guy. Put your damn clothes on, is what the judge would say to me. And a $5,000 fine. So no more pierogies and bacon for me. Nick is like, okay, I'm finally losing the hoodie. Okay, it's so hot. It's so hot. I remember there were Star Jets that we would go on, and there was probably one or two every year. We would take 50 or 60 people to the beach and do these radio broadcasts, and these die-hard jean wearers, pants wearers, they refused to wear shorts. And I thought these people were endangered species. No, I'm not putting a pair of shorts on. And the weather is like it is outside right now, where it's like 35 degrees, almost 40 with the humidity. And they're so stubborn. It's like, no, I'm going to have my cowboy boots on and my blue jeans. And I'm like, man, no way, no how. And one guy said, you're lucky I don't have my long underwear on because it actually keeps me cool. Long underwear? Under your jeans? In weather like this? Crazy. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, if you can get me a higher res picture of that, Quentin, or a higher res version of that video, whoever sent it to you. Maybe they've posted it somewhere. I'll throw it out there because it's pretty quick. They're just driving by and this person's walking, but it's all pixelated. Let's take a look at your summer fair schedule and see what we got going on today. So, locally speaking, here's what's going on at the summer fair today. This could be a little bit small for you to read. Let's just pull up today because that's what's most important. It is Wednesday. So, here's what's on the summer fair menu. Everything starts at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I'm looking forward to the fireworks tonight. Should be fun. Doodles the Clown. Man, he comes every year. Dude, it should be the Manitoba Doodles Fair. That guy is the hardest working guy in the fair business. Yeah. They got the summer saloon going on, and there's the fireworks at dusk. So there you go. Things will open at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and there's some entertainment through this evening, and the fireworks will go when things get dark, likely around 9:30. Yeah, Tom Wenham. Unbelievable. Sometimes I feel like I'm Doodles the Clown. Some of the stuff we talk about on this show, and it's like, it's crazy. That's unbelievable. Crap, I feel like Doodles the Clown. Yeah. Do you have any hot weather holdouts? Is there anyone else do you work with someone that is just refuses to do anything that acknowledges the heat? No, I'm not wearing shorts. Do you want a fan over by your desk? Because it's very hot. No, I'm fine. The heat doesn't bother me. Wow. That's pretty amazing because the heat's getting to everybody. I mean, you can see in the ticker that the Winnipeg School Division has taken some steps to make sure that all their kids are cool at school. I have not seen much from the Brandon School Division, anything outside of Winnipeg publicly, but I do know that there are a lot of parents very upset about how hot it is. In fact, I believe there was an online discussion talking about how the kids shouldn't even be in school. And it's like, well, they do that when there's a blizzard. They do that with extreme cold. Should they be doing that with extreme heat? When we have heat warnings, should school close? I don't know. I think it depends on how many air conditioners you've got in the school. If you have a school operating right now and you don't have at least 1 or 2 rooms in the school that have AC, it might be something that you might want to consider because it is crazy hot. However, you will not hear me complain. I'm loving it. I was out in it yesterday, just loving it. As long as I'm not shoveling asphalt or digging a ditch, I am loving it. And I hope you are too, because there's lots of ways to stay cool and they're usually a lot of fun. Coming up this morning on the show, for those that join us on twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, we're going to talk about how one mathematician's system with the lottery helped him win the lottery 14 times. And I have the secret. I'm going to share it with you on the show this morning. This guy... Isn't that cheating? He's a mathematician, university professor, and he's figured out how to win the lottery. He's done it 14 times. I'd like to win the lottery. Would you like to win the lottery? We'll find out. I've got the details. We'll share it with you. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Also, it's VCR Day. This is interesting. came across a YouTuber who got his hands on the goggles that we were making fun of yesterday. The new Apple goggles that are going to cost you $3,500 US. Mostly good news. A little bit of, well, I'm not surprised. They're not perfect. The first reviews are, they're pretty awesome, but. And so we're going to find out what the but is. Like, so there's a few things with these goggles that aren't exactly perfect. Because that's a lot of coin. If we're going to spend $3,500, we better be getting some pretty good goggles. Hey, good morning, Monica. Nice to see you. So we'll talk about that, and we'll show you a little bit of what he had to say. Also, we're going to show you a hotel that lets you sleep with wildlife. We have so many of these tourists that are taking pictures with bison, buffalo, elk, deer, and they're harming the animals. So one hotel has said, fine, we're going to load the animals into the hotel, including lions, and we'll let you sleep with them. This will end well. This will end with, these guests are pretty delicious. They're pretty delicious guests. We'll show you a Cheez-It filling station. If you missed this in your news feed, Cheez-It, the crackers, they have a gas station where you can actually pull up and they'll use a special hose to dump Cheez-Its into your car, into anything you want. I love Cheez-Its. They're so good. Damn. Speaking of good, do good when you get an oil change. Go to Murray's. Murray Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac Certified Service Express. They'll get your job done in a flash. You'll feel good knowing that every time you get an oil change, Murray's donates $1 to Bear Clan and Helping Hands and Samaritan House, making a difference in your community. Your convenience is a priority with not just fast, but affordable oil changes. Starting at $84.30, honesty and integrity are guaranteed. And while you wait, they show you both filters every time, while certified technicians perform multi-point visual inspection to let you know of any issues. Certified Service Express from Murray Chevrolet GMC Cadillac, Richmond Avenue. Your quick, reliable, charitable, and affordable oil change experience. Now, the important part of this is mention Sunseekers and you get $10 off. Mention Sunseeker 10. Just tell them you watch the Tyler Glenn Show. I would like the $10 discount, please, and they will give it to you. So $84.30. Get your discount, too, when you mention Sunseekers. And Daba Graphics. Make impact and grow your brand with web and graphic design from Daba Graphics. Top quality design services to help you achieve your business goals. Professional and visually stunning websites and graphics to impress your clients and customers. Working with you every step of the way so your vision is brought to life. Go to dabagraphics.com and check out a listing of their work, some reviews, and more. dabagraphics.com. Heat warning continues on this day one of the Manitoba Summer Fair. We're going to slowly move the party over to Twitch, so come on over. We're getting close to that time where we're going to hit the beach. And today, we're going to Italy, Italia. Yeah, the beautiful beach. And then we're going to have some pasta and some pizza. And get nice and roly-poly and roll me back to the beach and then roll me out for more pasta and pizza. It's the Alesso Beach with the lighthouse. People are out playing volleyball, enjoying the sun. It's going to be probably hotter here than there, but they've got this beautiful beach we're going to show you in just a few moments. And in the meantime, come on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. We would love to have you. We're going to have lots of fun and get you over the hump, okay? Let's get over that hump together, shall we? It's Wednesday. Coffee in hand. Maybe it's an iced coffee. Keep you nice and cool. We'll be back with more on the Tyler Glenn Show in just a bit. As we say goodbye to those on TikTok and Facebook and our other social medias, have an awesome Hump Day Wednesday, okay? Moving on over to twitch.tv. Stay cool, guys. Have fun at the fair. Don't forget fireworks tonight, okay? And we'll see you again tomorrow.